Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So in today's video, I'm gonna be playing the Fish Explosion deck, but we got one major twist. With the addition of the latest set, we got the Icejade monsters. So we're gonna be testing out Icejades in Fish Explosion. We're gonna try to summon Superancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth and vomit our entire deck onto the field. So new cards we have in the deck: Icejade Cradle, we're running at 3. That's going to let us search an Icejade monster directly to our hand. We got 2 copies of Icejade Tremora. We can discard this card to special summon a water monster from our hand, so that's going to be the Superancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth. And we got Tinola here, which we can, if it's on the field, we can tribute it to special summon a water monster from the graveyard. So there are some scenarios where we can get Superancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth into the graveyard. We can normal summon the Tinola and then pull him out of the graveyard and start vomiting fish. So that's the plan. Other parts of the deck we got Foolish Burial Goods. Foolish Burial Goods will let us send Ice Bear to the deck, or from the deck to the graveyard. We can banish it from our graveyard to search a level 5 or higher water monster. That can search the Tremora, so we got a lot of ways to search the Tremora. It can also search the Superancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth. It can either send him directly to the graveyard or add him to the hand. So that's some flexibility that's important. In the extra deck, we got some monsters here, just random synchro and Xyz. We got a lot of water monsters, so we can summon water monsters if we get locked into waters, which happens if we use Ice Barrier. So that's the plan. Let's try this deck out in Platinum. That's the rank I'm at right now, and see how it goes. If you're liking the channel, if you're liking these videos, please consider subscribing. Always trying out wacky new stuff, like Icejades, which I don't think are going to be good, but we'll see. Maybe they're going to be good. We'll just have to find out. Alright, let's get going. Alright, we're going second here, which is the struggle for this deck. We do have 2 Ash, which could help us a little bit. Not sure what we're going to do. We might need another card to do something interesting here. We don't have a way to get Deep Sea King into the graveyard, so looks like our opponent's playing Jacko Bolan. Discard a zombie monster, special summon this card from your hand. During your opponent's main phase, you can target a zombie monster. I don't know what this is. We got Glow Up Bloom here. Opponent's playing some wacky shenanigans. Gonna have to look at this deck list. Okay, Hulk of Fibrax. Well, if I learned one thing about this game, it's that you always Ash Hulk of Fibrax. So hopefully this stops him. No call by the grave, please. Okay. That was lucky there. There was a hang, so he has something he can do, but clearly couldn't stop the negation on the Hulk. So one other thing to note now, we do have Monster Reborn, so we can Monster Reborn get Ash out of the graveyard. Let's see what we draw here. Another Superancient Deep Sea King. That's a little awkward. Now, we can lock ourselves into Xyz with Bahamut Shark. Let's try that. So what we're going to do here, we're going to normal summon Bahamut Shark. We still have the Monster Reborn in case things go awry. See what happens. He's got a response. Oh, probably should have read his cards in the graveyard. What's happening? He's acting Zombie World. All monsters in the field and graveyard become zombie monsters. Target a water monster you control, special summon from your deck a fish monster with the same level. Okay, that's fine. Zombie World does not stop us. Our monsters are still fish in the deck, and their water attribute is still the same, so that's fine. His effect's negated. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to summon Dugaress, and Dugaress is going to let us loot. Looting is drawing cards and discarding cards, so we're going to try and loot our fish boy into the graveyard. We'll summon the Dugaress here so we have more main monster zones. Well, let's get activating. We are going to skip our next draw phase, draw 2 cards, discard a card. Now we are locked into Xyz, so gotta pay attention here. Alright, so we're gonna, that's a pretty good draw. We're gonna discard the Superancient Deep Sea King. But keep this Foolish Burial Goods means we can search for the Icejade and special summon the Superancient Deep Sea King that way. But no need to do that yet. Let's get Monster Reborning. That'll be our backup plan. Let's get Monster Reborn and see if this works here. Special summon the Superancient Deep Sea King. Now we're locked into XZ monsters here. But we're not locked into waters. I don't know if that matters. I don't think we have any non-water level 4 Xyzes. We're going to send the lifeless Leafish to the graveyard. Not going to Ash ourselves. And doesn't look like our opponent's stopping us. But we're locked in Xyzes, so we got to be careful. We're not going to be able to resummon the Superancient Deep Sea Kings. We aren't going to be able to get them off the field. So let's just get a bunch of level 4s. Bunch of level 4 fish here. And just start making XE monsters. We have no idea what our opponent's interaction is. They don't seem to be doing anything though. So let's start by making Toad if we can. Doesn't really matter what materials we use. I always feel safer when I have Toad. Although Toad is sort of turned off because of... Oh, we're going to have to be clever to get Toad to work. Because Toad has to send an Aqua monster as cost. So Toad actually won't work right now because it's on the world. So we might actually want to do this. We'll do this at the end. So what we're gonna do is add an Aqua monster to hand. Be more clear about that. So that we have a way to negate. Okay, let's get going here. Activate to send. We're gonna send Ice Barrier to the graveyard. And we're gonna activate this. Doesn't matter that we're locked into waters now. And we're gonna add this Aqua monster to hand. Yes. Aqua. Alright. Well. That's that done. Oh, opponent's conceding. Alright. Well, there you go. Opponent can handle it. Ashing their Hulk Fibrax probably stopped them from doing the Hulk combo. We were going to start popping their field, and we had one negate with our Toad. And I guess they didn't have a backup plan with our Toad negate online. It wasn't going to be lethal. Definitely wasn't going to be lethal. But opponent's giving up anyway. So hey, free win. Let's go on to the next game. But first, let's check out our opponent's deck list. Alright, opponent's playing 60 card Grass. 60 card Zombie Grass. Well, that explains the wackiness. They got a lot of wackiness in here. Mizuchi, Necroworld Banshees. Okay, this is a one-up, so this wasn't their main plan. Must have just been what they had to do. They got triple Eldritch, triple Charge of the Light Brigade. So this is what a deck here. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, well let's go on to the next game. Okay, we're going second again, but this time we don't have any interaction. Our hand is Brick City. We do have Icejade Tremora, which we can fetch the Deep Sea King Coelacanth with the Foolish Barrel Goods to special summon it. But we'll see if our opponent is going to allow that to happen. We got Wind Witches. Now I don't know anything about Wind Witch, so anything could happen here. Only going to get special summoning. Gonna get Searching, maybe? Add a Wind Witch from deck to hand. Alright. Burning us. Oh, I hope this isn't an OTK. I have been OTK'd before. First turn killed, sorry. I've been first turn killed before, and that's no fun, because it usually takes a long time. Opponent will be wombo comboing for a while our life points slowly dwindle. Opponent is thinking. Oh, opponent taking an action. Activating the Snowbell. When synchro monsters summoned using this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So gotta keep in mind here. If he special summons a synchro monster, it won't be destroyable by card effects. Not that we do very much of that, but just something to be aware of. It's unfortunate that both of our level 3 monsters are in hand. That means we won't be able to make a level 7 synchro if we do summon the fish on field. But we're gonna be locked into waters if we do it the way we're planning on doing it. So we might just want to go for XE spam. Okay, opponent's made a Wind Pegasus. I'm assuming they're going to go into a level 8 synchro from this. There we go. And this monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. So Crystal Wing synchro, that makes sense. So monster effects can be negated. So that's gonna be bad news. So now our fish is gonna, well, our Tremora is gonna get negated. So we can kaiju that. Unfortunately, we can only activate Foolish Burial Goods once. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a suboptimal play. We're gonna activate Foolish. This can only negate monster effects, so whatever these setback are, unless they can negate spells. He's gonna max C in response. Okay, well that kind of sucks. But not much we can do about that. So what's the plan here? I still think we send Ice Barrier. So what are our options? We can get a Kaiju. He'll draw a card. He'll be left with a Kaiju. We can set a monster on field. If we set Mecha Phantom Beast, we'll get a token when he dies. That's not the worst. And in our opponent's turn, we're going to activate the Ice Barrier, because we don't want to let him draw cards. So our plan here is to hope that we don't die. I've learned my lesson. Don't play into Max C unless you can win. And I don't think we were going to win from this position. Opponent is activating a Ceasefire. If face down defense position monster is on the field, change all face down defense position monsters to face up defense position. What a strange effect. Alright. So a lot of burn cards in this deck, just a bit odd. Okay, opponent's summoning a Windwitch Freeze Bell. So I'm guessing his plan is to just attack us and deal 3,000 damage. Well, we're gonna get a token though, so our token's gonna protect us. Yes, I would like to have a token, thank you. Protect me, token. Oh, he can negate. Okay, he's gonna negate the token creation. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need a token. Alright. So we're gonna attack here. As long as we don't die, we'll be able to search for a Kaiju. Main phase 2. End phase. Alright, let's get activated and search for a Kaiju. And we can do this again on our turn, search with the Foolish Barrel. We are locked into water monsters, but we should be able to deal with that. Icejade Cradle. I don't think Cradle's going to be too useful here. Let's get Special Summoning. Gonna get rid of his Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Get that in the graveyard. Kaiju's, best removal. Searchable Kaiju's with the Foolish Barrel Goods is quite nice. Okay, opponent does have a response to that, but hopefully it won't matter. Alright, well, let's get activating the Foolish Barrel Goods. Actually, you know what? Let's do Icejade Cradle first. I'm thinking, yeah, let's add the Trinola to hand. No, he didn't have a response to that, so we'll keep going. We're going to activate this. We're going to send another Ice Bear to the graveyard. And then we're going to add our Deep Sea King Coelacanth to hand. And then we'll be able to special summon it with the Icejade. So let's send the fish. Add the fish to hand. Alright, so far it's working. Well, let's see if this works here. We're doing all this without a normal summon. So what we're going to do, special summon the Deep Sea King. If he dies, we can normal summon the Trinola and summon him again. Okay, Torrential Tribute. Hey, that's good. Clearing the board for us. Thank you, opponent. Okay, what's this going to do? Send this card, blah, blah, blah. If a water monster is destroyed while this card's in your graveyard, you can banish this card, special summon an Icejade from your hand. Alright. Well, let's not use our normal summon then. Activate effect. Special summon the Icejade. Hey, Icejade's looking pretty good now. Alright, we'll activate the effect. Tribute itself. We do have to discard a card. So we're going to be out of cards. But we do get the Deep Sea King on field. Out of cards in hand. But we're about to vomit all our fish on board. Alright, we're locked into waters, but that should be okay. We can make a synchro with our Deep Sea King. We can make a level 4 XC. Yeah, let's do that. I should have probably made a, gotten the ability to make a level, oh no I couldn't have because all my level 3 fish are in the graveyard. Okay, these won't activate because they're negated. And let's special summon Dragite using our Deep Sea King. And then we can summon the Fishborg again, I believe. We only have water monsters in the graveyard. Oh, I guess not. Do we have an Ashen graveyard? Well, we'll figure it out later. And we can special summon again. These monsters cannot attack. But we can make a Hulk of Fibrax. Does that matter? Probably not. Let's start by making a Toad then. Maybe we do want to make... Yeah, we want to make Toad. We want to have a negate on his turn. Let's get our Toad online. This is probably a misplay, but that's okay. Oh, opponent is done. Alright, well they didn't know that a lot of our monsters couldn't attack, but that's okay. Looking at our board here, we could have made a Link 2, which, because we had left a tuner on field, could have been Hulk of Fibrax. And Hulk of Fibrax could have got a tuner from the deck, but only a water tuner. And I don't think we actually had one left, so our Hulk of Fibrax would have just been a 1500 attack Hulk of Fibrax, but that's okay. With a negate online, our opponent is unlikely to be able to recover from that. So, hey, Icejades looked pretty good there. The package to search a Kaiju also pretty relevant. Let's take a look at our opponent's deck. Alright, opponent is playing Wind Witches, which is a synchro deck, I guess. Got some interesting choices here. 3 Lava Golems. 3 Lava Golems and Time Lords. A lot of wackiness. I don't really know what Wind Witches are about. Spellcaster monsters. So I'm guessing... No, these are fairies. Well, I don't understand all of these choices. I guess the Lava Golems are pretty good if you're going second. But, I mean, do Wind Witches summon their monsters without using their normal? Because Lava Golem uses your normal summon, I believe. Yeah, you can't normal summon the set. Turn to use this card. So, interesting deck. Alright, so final thoughts on this after playing it today. The Tremora actually performed quite well. Its effect that I kind of disregarded to special summon an Icejade from the hand or graveyard if a water monster is destroyed came up and was pretty useful. The fact that we could search this with our Ice Barrier was also relevant, and the 3 Icejade Cradles that let us search this card also are pretty nice. So all in all, I think if you're playing the Superancient Deep Sea King, it's at least worth trying out a couple copies of the Tremora. You know, it really seems to mesh well with the deck's game plan of trying to summon the Superancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth. As you saw in the gameplay here, the card was still useful. So thanks a lot for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, see you again next time. Bye.